Would you have a look at that? This is a view you rarely see first thing in the morning because we're up at the top of the mountain. How about that? I am so excited. You know why? Because already today I've been listening to the 80s hit song Pump Up the Jam to get you fired up and pumped up. Why? Because it's a powder day. VDL starts now.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vale Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL.
We are VDL.
All right, everyone, welcome to the show. As Ken said, we were dancing a little bit behind the scenes, getting pumped up for today's show. It is Thursday, January 6th, and we have new snow to report. 8 inches new at Vail and 3 over at Beaver Creek. So it's kind of interesting how maybe one resort will get favored over the other, but we're excited nonetheless. So we have Ken Hovey standing by. He's up at the top of Vail Mountain. He's at Eagle's Nest this morning. And then we have Cameron Morgan. He's going to be over at Beaver Creek. So we're going to get reports on what's going on at both resorts today, where to go, where to dine, where to shop, where to have fun, all that for you. So if you're watching, hey, chat with us. And you can find our new YouTube link. Emma will put that in for the crew. Some people that are watching on Facebook don't know about our YouTube link, but we got a new YouTube link. So we're just we're trying to let everyone know where to find us in the new year. New year, new link. So we want to get that word out to you. But you can watch us on YouTube and chat with us there. You can also chat with us on our Facebook page, Vail Daily Live. So check that out and then ask us your questions if you're watching during the live show. Now, we'll be with you till about 8:30 this morning. We go live 7:30 to 8:30ish. And then if you miss it, you can always watch us on demand. We are on Roku. We're on Amazon Fire, Apple TV. We're also a podcast on Spotify. So if you're going to be over at the gym, maybe working on those New Year's resolutions, just put us on so you can keep track of what's going on, get your workout in. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone, efficiency, that is key. So we want to be your concierge to the Vail Valley for all the things that you need to know. But let's bring in Ken and talk about what it looks like up at the top of the mountain, because yesterday in the forecast it said a lot of the snow would be arriving above 8,500 feet. So maybe not as much snow down on the valley floor, down in the towns of Avon, Eagle, and Edwards. But Ken, you're up there in it. What does it look like?
This is a snow globe, Trisha. Official snow globe. That was a very accurate comment that you had about Down Valley. As many of our viewers know, I live down in western Eagle County in Gypsum, and we woke up to really nothing. Actually, some light rain showers. It's not until you kind of get to Eagle that you see a little bit of it, certainly at Walcott, and then Edwards is when it starts to pick up. It really starts to intensify once you come around through Dowd Junction and into Vail. We'll have some video to share with you shortly with Trisha's road report. It is slow going. We saw a few spinouts on the drive-in this morning, and there are certainly going to be some more, but it is great news. Vail picking up an additional 8 inches of snow, Beaver Creek with 3 inches. I was, Trisha, just looking over some of the information on Vail and what they've updated, and it's pretty incredible what the mountain has done, what Vail Resorts has done in getting more and more terrain open. According to what I found online, 100% of Game Creek Bowl is now open. They have 18 lifts that are running. That's 69% of the terrain. 8 inches in the past 24 hours, 17 inches in the past 7 days, 125 inches currently for the season, and our base depth is over 4 feet right now. We're at 50 inches, and more snow is in the forecast. It is a blustery day up here. Cameron's going to have you report from over at Beaver Creek. And when I say that, you can see from the view around me, if you're coming up, be prepared for colder temperatures, for some wind, some limited visibility. I know many are excited, Trisha. I also noticed that China Bowl is open. Yes. A lot of the other back bowls have opened up. So they're really progressing and getting additional terrain opened up. And You got to love these kind of late midweek storms that deliver such a heavy blow to the valley. Bad for driving, great for skiing and riding on the mountain.
Perfect. Yeah. And you know what? With that, we're going to go into our weather report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. And Ken, you mentioned the wind, and the wind is still a factor today. In fact, yesterday, as early as about 10:30, lifts were having to close, lifts were forced to slow down. You know, a lot of times they could still get the lift going and keep it open, but they just can't have it go at its normal speed. But we're going to still see this winter storm warning last till about midday today, or noon or so, and then we'll start to see the snow taper off into Friday night, and we'll see clearing, and then for Friday, a sunny day. So we've got sunshine in the forecast. And Ken, I can't believe how warm it is. We're looking at temperatures in the 30s. What a stark contrast to what we experienced. Oh, Monday morning, I think Eagle was 11 below. Eagle right now is 35. Vale is 30. Edwards is 33. And Avon is 32. So I can understand why there was that light drizzle and the moisture in the form of rain down valley, just because of the warm temperatures. But we'll see our daytime high get into, what was that, Emma? Can you bring up that screen again? So our current weather, 27. We're going to go, not very much more. Our temperatures are going to just stay in the 30s. Our overnight low is just down 25. And then that wind, we're going to still have that wind. We're going to see the wind gusts maybe 27 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour. And then as we look in the next couple of days, as I mentioned, Friday should be a nice day, nice and sunny. And Ken, you know, you mentioned some of the bowls that were open, and Sun Up and Sundown is open. So is Teacup in China. Blue Sky Basin still not open yet. And John LeConte has a good article in the Vale Daily online. It's not in print yet, but just talking about, hey, we've got X amount of snow, but we're still not open back there. I know Pride Express is not open just due to employee shortages. Beth Howard mentioned that in her open letter on the Vail Mountain Facebook page just last week. So it's a combination of conditions and, of course, staffing.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I'm not going to comment on it. I think many people read the letter that went out. It was an issue throughout the valley, not just for the resort, but for a lot of employers. But I don't want it to take away from what is open. I mean, They have been working so hard. The patrolmen, the yellow jackets, it takes a lot of effort. They don't just go, you know what? It looks good. Let's just fire up the list and let her rip.
And you know what?
There's a lot of work.
You still can't ski every named run in that short of time. Do you remember when I'm trying to think of his name, but it was a ski instructor from Vail. He would start at 8:30 when the lifts opened, and then take an hour for lunch, and then close it down when the lifts closed. He attempted to ski every named run on Vail Mountain. And this is before Blue Sky Basin. I think it took him 6.5 days. And then when Blue Sky Basin opened, he did it all over again. And I think then it took like 7 days to ski every
couple weeks
run.
That's right. It's going to take you a couple weeks. I'll tell you what, if people don't slow it down out there on the roads this morning, it could take a few hours to get to the resort. I hate predicting these things, but I doubt very seriously that Dowd Chute and Vail Pass won't close multiple times this morning. As you mentioned, it is supposed to clear out. We saw closures up on up on Vail Pass on the highway throughout last night. And then I don't know if Emma, do you have the road report coming up here?
Yeah, the road report's going to come in the next block, so we'll give you that.
Share that video with them.
You know what? And Ken, we're also going to be doing a little planned I-70 closure, I believe, for today. So that came out on Vail Daily's website last night. So just we still have some work to do. Yesterday I saw all the plows rearranging all the snow, just getting ready for all this.
They have to truck it out. Hey, can we go over to my homie?
Yeah, let's check in with Cameron. All right, we're done with the weather. We got the weather. Thank you, the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. All right, Cameron, what's it looking like over there? So, Ken, they got the 8 inches over there, 3 over at Beaver Creek, but you're still happy.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous here this morning. Like you mentioned, it's warm. I mean, the snow is coming down. There's some good thick flakes out and about. I'm here in Beaver Creek, just outside of the Park Hyatt. You can see Hay Meadow Express, turn number 1 over here in Beaver Creek, right behind me. And if I turn my camera over a little bit, looking towards Centennial, and then over in the distance where Strawberry Park Express would be, there's snow coming down. The visibility is quite limited with all the powder we've got coming in, but it's beautiful. It's quiet. I mean, can't ask for a better powder morning over here in Beaver Creek.
I know it is. It still looks nice. I love all the chairs, just have all the snow on them and everything. You got that fire pit behind you. That's where you can make s'mores later on in the day. I see a bird probably trying to get some scraps.
I love sitting around the fireplace out here. Just watch everything get started for the day.
Now, Cameron, I know that you've not been on the slopes much, but have you're more of a newbie. Are you trying to ski or snowboard this year?
So my goal for this winter season, is to learn how to ski better.
Okay.
And when I say that, I'm not going to say that I ski badly, but I don't ski well just yet.
Okay.
So my goal is to ski better. Gotten out up here in Beaver Creek quite a few times. Early season, I got out on Tuesday afternoon, which was my first time since pre-Christmas holiday season. It was nice. A lot more terrain is open now. A lot more snow on the ground. A lot more powder.
Yeah.
Especially up towards the Strawberry Park side of things. So it was really nice to get around. Some of my first times up on some of these runs. My personal favorite so far this season is Latigo.
It's Latigo. It's Latigo.
Latigo. Thank you.
To be fair, he's the
But
second person I've heard call it
early
Latigo.
Yeah,
So
yeah. A lot of people call it that, but it is Latigo. But that's okay. We can help you. We're here to help you, Cameron.
That's right.
I like that we have a newbie because it's just so cool to I used to teach skiing right behind you at the children's ski and snowboard school at Beaver Creek for a couple of years, and just the excitement, the newness of the sport to someone is pretty cool. Is Ken still here?
yeah, he is.
Okay. Hey, Ken, because I have to have him chime in on this too. Ken, don't you think that that skiing and snowboarding is one of those sports that you don't even have to do it well to have a good time? Now, if you're a bad golfer, you're a bad golfer. And if you're the last biker in the pack, you're the slowest. But it doesn't matter if you're having fun. That's the thing I love about this sport is you don't even have to be good to still have a fun time. I mean, it's safer to have more skills and, to know what you're doing and to enjoy it more. We say that all the time. Lessons are good. But at the same time, Cameron, you're having fun either way, right?
Yeah, Cameron. And by the way, Latigo is fine by me. I like it. You just little emphasis. I think I'll go down Latigo and then go to the Ritz and go to Opry.
Let's change
have a
it.
martini.
Ken, let's start a thing.
Hey, one thing I did want to say to our viewers: don't let Cozy Trisha and Balmy Cameron fool you about the weather. They keep saying how warm it is. I'm cold.
Okay.
I'm inside. Proper face mask today because of the wind chill. It's cold up here today. I would definitely want you to be advised if you are going riding. It's a different story for you kids down there around the base. Once you get up here, you're going to want to make sure you add those extra layers, all that good stuff.
You know what? No, Ken, that is a good tip because for every 1,000 feet of travel, you lose, 3 to 4 degrees. So you go from 8,100, 8,200 on the base up to where you are at 10,354 feet. We've lost a couple degrees, plus the wind chill factor coming into play. You're creating your own wind chill when you're going down because you're moving. So, yeah, bring the face mask today. And we got to say hi to Dan Elliott. He is chiming in. So, he said, hey, we got a great snowpack for January and perfect temperatures for snowfall. So, good morning to Dan. Thanks for watching us this morning.
Thank you so much, Dan. Trisha, can you hear the wind right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I just want to make it clear to viewers that they don't show up and they see Cameron with this big old smile and happy time and heated sidewalks and chocolate chip cookies at Beaver Creek. And they get up here and go, what were they talking about on that Vail TV show? This doesn't look like this. But to your point, though, it seems like this is going to blow through. Cameron, it's funny, little bit of advice that I've used in the past. Right behind you, you see that cloud that's rolling through. And I've been watching you all morning. I can see you on my monitor. typically that's what's like rolling through and crushing over by Grouse Mountain and then the top of the mountain. And then that generally comes in Vail's direction. So I was watching you, my friend, and checking out that storm thinking we're probably in for this one in our atmosphere over Eagle County for the next 3 to 4 hours.
Okay. All right. Hey, we just had Todd chime in. He said, hey, Latigo for me too, Cam. All right. Maybe we start it. Maybe we just change,
Trend.
change the day. Oh, and then Scott's chiming in from LA. He goes, you guys are having so much fun. Jealous. Scott, come out here. Hey, we got some new terrain open for you. Come on over to China Bowl. We'll have some good times. All right, you guys. Okay, I'm happy that we're all here. We arrived safely. We're gonna get to a road report next. The headlines. We gotta take a commercial break. We'll be right back. A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
All right, I want to give you a look at the weather and, of course, your snow totals. So this weather report is brought to you by, who is it brought to you by? Oh, wait, oh no, we're doing headlines. All right, hey, the headlines are brought to you by Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Thank you guys for fueling our adventures this morning. You can find their locations on your way to Minturn off Highway 24 and then up at Beaver Creek, right next to the escalators as you're heading up to the Centennial Lift. Grab a little cup of joe and get your day going. Maybe Cameron will head in there today when he's over at the Beeve. But here's a look at your headlines for Thursday, the 6th of January. And we are looking at the calm before the storm. This was taken yesterday by Chris Dillman, our Vail Daily photographer. Snow blankets to the ground Tuesday in Minturn, and more snow is forecast through the weekend. And we've got it. We got 8 inches new at Vail and 3 over at Beaver Creek in the last 24 hours. But headlines for today, replacing Timber Ridge. It's going to take a lot of work, but Vail wants a new, denser complex on the site of the 40-year-old apartments by late 2015. If you've lived here long enough, you've probably lived at Timber Ridge at some point or the other, but it's in Vail. A lot of employees live there. It's very important to our employee housing crisis, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. More on page A3 and A5. Also in today's news, the Wolves are coming, but can Coloradans meet them on common ground? This has been a controversial issue for all sorts of people. We've got the Colorado Sun chiming in on this. You can learn more about it on page A2 and page A9. Also in today's paper, if you want to get better in the backcountry, Avalanche Beacon Training is an area outside of Minturn that is now open for you. The White River National Forest Avalanche Beacon Training Park outside of Minturn is open to the public. The park gives individuals an easily accessible opportunity to practice using avalanche transceivers, a critical part of safety equipment for backcountry resources. So check that out. That's on page A8 today. And you can also adopt a fire hydrant. This is pretty important because if the fire department needs to get to your house, they need to know where these hydrants are. So you can do so. It can help save lives. More on this on page A4. So pick up your copy of today's Vale Daily in newspaper dispensers from Eastvale all the way down to Gypsum. Find out about the ads. Check out the help wanted. There's a lot of help wanted if you want to help out our staffing issues here in the Vale Daily. And then also go online. They have different stories online too. Not everything always makes it in the paper or makes it in the paper today. And John LeConte has a good story on why Blue Sky Basin isn't open. So you can find that out online today. It's when will Vail open Blue Sky Basin? With a 49-inch basin, Vail skiers are clamoring for the whole mountain to open. So you can learn a little bit more about that. But we're going to take it out to the traffic report now. As you can see on our traffic cams, things are moving a lot slower than they have the last couple of days. We've been in this storm cycle now since right before Christmas. So we're at least getting used to it, most of us. We're getting better at driving. And we want to let you know that there is a planned closure on I-70 today at noon. So another scheduled closure of the interstate's most dangerous section in Colorado. So Vail Pass will be closed in both directions on Thursday for winter maintenance operations. And this is according to the Colorado Department of Transportation. CDOT is what we call it. The scheduled closure is expected to take place starting at 1, and it could be lasting into the afternoon. When they did this planned closure last week, the roads were closed for several hours. So the closure point for eastbound traffic will be at exit 176 at Main Vail, with the commercial motor vehicle closure at exit 180, so East Vail. So big news for everyone that's going to be trying to go up and down Vail Pass, catching flights at DIA, thinking you're going to run errands today over in Summit County. Maybe change that plan. But let's bring in Ken Hovey because he drove in from Down Valley this morning. And Ken, yeah, so big news to let people know that there is that planned closure. But as you mentioned earlier, we could see some unplanned closure. We could see a jackknife semi. We could see a multi-car pileup. That's happened twice in the last couple of weeks in Glenwood Canyon.
If today's drive in from Gypsum to Vail was any indication, somebody's going to shut that road sometime soon. Everyone needs to slow it down. We've all seen them. Today, it was two guys or girls, I don't know, in Toyotas. It was a 4Runner and a truck. They were motoring. And I think that was one of them as I caught up. They spun out. But if we could replay that video one more time, though, Emma, I'll take you through it. This is video that's going from Walcott, and I know you're like, well, Ken, don't be recording. I was doing like 20 miles per hour through there, and I also had that on a little mount that I have. But
yeah, you got your dash cam. I know you got your dash cam.
I got my dash cam.
Yeah,
just cruising super slow and let it rip so that you guys could see the drive, what you could expect this morning. And everyone knows it just takes one car spinning out. This is the frontage road. Obviously, a lot of snow still coming down. And then once again, that's your subtle reminder to slow it down, because now, Tricia, plow trucks got to dump snow on that fella until the tow truck drivers can get there, and then they've got to shut the road to get him out of the ditch. So just slow it down a notch on the roads. And then, Tricia, coming up at about the top of the hour, maybe a little after, I have another segment that I wanted to share with our viewers on what it looks like down around the base area at Arabelle at Vail Square, one of my favorite properties. I grabbed some video there. I was really surprised at how much snow there was when I arrived. And if we could go full screen on this shot, Emma, just so I could give our viewers an idea of visibility right now. The trees that you see here in the foreground, I'm going to guesstimate that they're somewhere around 35 yards away. Off in the distance, those are about 50, and then far down there, the ones you can barely see, those are only about 75 yards away. So the visibility is limited when you come up here today. If you're bringing the kids along, this might be one to just stick really close to them. And if you're a beginner skier, well, and you can tell the wind almost blowing my camera over there, beginner skier, it could be a day to sit it out or just stick to the really, really rookie runs and don't get too intimidated. Bundle up. But I just want viewers to understand that we're going to go to camera at Beaver Creek where it's all nice. And with you, it looks gorgeous with your green screen backdrop. I'm going to hold my phone. But up here, it is a whole different story when you get to the mountain. But it is going to be a good day.
Well, and Ken, you know what? Maybe if they are a beginner, instead of going to Chair 15, the Little Eagle Lift, which is just off to the east of you, keep it down at the base over at Golden Peak, because Chair 12, the Gopher Lift, that'll be a little less windy, because our winds could be gusting up to 30 miles per hour today. And even yesterday morning, we saw some closures and some reduction in lift times just because of the winds. But you know what? Also, you could take those gondola laps, stay warm, and just lap
idea.
where you are. Maybe they'll find your Yeti coffee mug, because I heard you left it
I know.
in there.
I lost my mug this morning. So we're going to play a new game. Wow, I found a mug. It's not really the Yeti that I'm so concerned about. It's that delicious hot coffee that's going to be hot for like the next 6 years that's in there. But
Yeah,
I'm sure somebody's
Okay.
somebody's consuming it. Trisha, one thing that I did want to mention also is our kindness. I'm always trying to let's just group hug. This is probably the closest we can
Air
get
hug.
without, our COVIDness. Big group hug. I know we can't do that. To our lifties, the lift operators, ticket scanners, Yellow Jackets, Ski Patrol, on mountain maintenance, everyone up on the resort. Whew, the holiday is over, a little bit of break. I know that those men and women would love to be out there shredding, but they are here early, shoveling, getting everything prepared for the riders, and just maybe give them the
Ken,
air
don't
high
forget
five,
the
tell
ski
them
instructors. The ski instructors
Ski
are
instructor.
who teach us to stay
Hey,
safe.
the bus drivers,
Yeah.
all the
The bus
restaurant
driver, just be
workers,
cool.
everybody. Okay.
Let's be cool today. Let's be awesome. Let's love each other today. Let's make it a trend.
Okay. Latigo and love each other. Okay, we're making new trends.
Latino.
Hey, let's take it over to Cameron. Let's bring Cameron in. Okay, Cameron, where are you at now? Oh, you moved down? Okay, it's still snowing. You got the ice rink behind you?
Yeah, so down in the village now. So if you're in the village, I'm now on the opposite side of the Park Hyatt, which you can see just the accumulation coming up. Tilt my coverage a smidge. Here
yeah.
on the Super G goggle sculpture, there's quite a bit of snow building up just here in the village. Certainly not to the extent that Ken's got over in Vail, but there's certainly snow. You can see it, on my beanie, on my neck.
It was on your eyebrows.
Happening. Oh yeah,
It's on your
all
eyebrows.
stuck up there. Now, one thing I'll add to the traffic thing, you mentioned about the highway driving. You got to be careful as well when you're coming into town. You're getting off I-70 here in Avon, the roundabouts. Really slow it down. Take it slow. You can't stop on the dime right now with the weather on the roads. So you really take it slow through those roundabouts. Make sure you arrive safely. They say play it safe, play all season. What we want to do here. We want to get you on the mountain as safely as possible.
Definitely. Hey, Cameron, so behind you is the ice rink, and I know that that's open daily, 1 until 8 p.m., but have you heard about the ice bikes?
The ice bikes. I just saw the sign. Let's see if I can hop over there real quick. We're going to go for a little walking tour here.
Okay, yeah.
They've got ice bikes for rent. You can get it for half an hour. They've got a couple different times. So let me pop over here. But I think it's $25 for 30 minutes. You see the ice rink behind us, the fireplaces over here, just next to Blue Moose.
Oh yeah,
Classic,
little pizza.
Favorite. But yeah, so let's see if you can read the sign.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Maybe so. But anyway, there's a couple different times that you can ride an ice bike. It's noon to 12:30, 12:30 to 1, and then 8 to 9 p.m. in the evenings. A little QR code there for you. But yeah, ice bikes, $25 for 30 minutes. That's a steal.
Yeah,
I've never ridden one, but it sounds like fun.
You know what's really cool is they introduced these last year, and what it is basically kind of like a beach cruiser bike, and then it's on a pretty wide platform. So you have a blade as your front wheel, and you can steer with that, and then your back wheel is kind of like a studded, beach cruiser tire. You pedal like you would on a bike, but this platform will allow you not to tip. It's such a low center of gravity. You will not tip over on this thing. It's kind of bolted in there, but you can cruise around and kind of get some skids going, and it is super fun. I think they have 4 of them total, so you and your group can get out there, and then you have the whole rink to yourself at that time, and then that's why the rink opens at 1 and closes at 8, because the bikes go out 12 to noon or 1, and then 8 to 9. So that'd be kind of fun going under the night sky. Got the frost flowers. They usually have music going. So maybe we'll get you on an ice bike.
It certainly sounds safer than getting me on ice skates. I think the last time I went ice skating, I'm very much a walk while in ice skates kind of guy. But my poor elbows were not too happy with me the day after I went ice skating the last time I went.
I'm surprised because you have a dancer background. I'm surprised that ice skating isn't just like right in your wheelhouse.
No, I don't know if it's the fact there's like less traction or I don't know. I think it just also comes down to the fact that I just need to practice.
Okay, I bet you if we could have Charlie teach you a few things, I bet you'd be a quick learner. I think we got to do that. I think we need like Ty to teach you, or we could get you on a ski lesson with Ty, and then Charlie can do some ice skating for all of us, right?
Ken, how's your ice skating?
Okay, Ken. All right, you've moved locations.
Switched it up a little bit just to show you how much more blizzardy it is up here. How is my ice skating? It's
You're
okay.
pretty good.
You know,
You're
it's not
pretty good.
bad. The thing that made ice skating better for me personally was that, just like that song, Reebok with the straps, boots with the fur. I didn't, Reeboks with the strapper for folks that, having issues tying their shoelaces. I purchased, or my wife got them for me, for Christmas, a pair of ice skates that have the BOA system on it.
Yeah.
And I love that. You just sit there and crank her down, and it's great. I love ice skating. You know what? Maybe, Emma, if it's okay right now, we could bring up Arabella at Vale Square, because that's a great place to ice skate.
Oh, yeah. Right, that's the last time. We saw Ken ice skating there a few weeks ago, and then we saw Charlie ice skating, and she was doing her beautiful moves.
Charlie's like my wife. My wife was a competitive figure skater, and they're both very good. So, Cameron, don't worry about it. But the one thing is, when you fall on ice, it hurts.
Yeah.
It's a good ways down there. It's like concrete. It's not like this good soft snow that we have right now. Emma, you want to bring it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring up the Arabelle.
And to the viewers, forgive my camera mount. It's just blowing in the wind. This is this morning at Arabelle at Vale Square. Beautiful property. Fresh snow. 8 inches was reported at the top of Vale Mountain, with it continuing. However, there was plenty of snow down below. You can see the ski rack. Somebody that left their skis from yesterday, they're going to be so happy that they're still there and to come out and find that fresh coating. But this last image really shows how the snow is building up and how hard it was coming down in the village about an hour ago. Quick pan of the ice skating rink, which again opens up at 4 o'clock at the Arabelle Vale Square. You can rent ice skates there. Good place to build memories. But check out this last clip. First thing this morning, snowcats down there hard at work making that perfect smooth corduroy for you. And I went in close after they passed at a safe distance to show you the depth of the footprints. I was pleasantly surprised after waking up in gypsum to no snow to coming into the mountain and seeing so much once you came around Dowd, and those guys working to get it smoothed out. So more snow continues up here, guys. It's going to be a great power day.
Did we thank the snowcat drivers yet today? I think it's time to
snowcat driver.
Thank a snowcat driver. And then El Sabor was right down there. El Sabor restaurant was right there in the Lion Square Lodge. A lot of cool things. It's kind of neat to see the mountain waking up. We get out there so early. We really see it going from like nobody being there to like maybe one lone snowcat driver and a pair of skis that was left the day before, to then the hustle and bustle that we'll see later on. And Ken, we've got up there, you're next to the Eagle's Nest building, and Marketplace is in there, and that's one of the cafeteria-style restaurants that you do need a reservation for and proof of vaccination. So it's a little different this year. If you're cold, you can't just pop in. I mean, I think
that's right.
Can you go to the bathroom? I think you can go to the bathroom. But
you can.
Yeah.
I can. You and I, after 20 years of working together, it's like we can communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
This morning, talking to some of the folks getting things ramped up. That is right. At the Marketplace, which you go upstairs to, when you enter, there is a little kiosk. You do need a reservation. You have to show your proof of vaccination. You do not, however, have to do that to utilize the bathrooms. And also the other, is it Bistro 14 that's up here?
Yeah.
At the
That's
top?
reservations.
Bistro 14. Yeah, that one, according to what I learned this morning, you are able just to stop in. And again, forgive my camera mouth, the wind is just ripping up here. So there's equal opportunities for everyone within the building.
Yeah.
But if you're expected to go into the marketplace and just walk in, reservations and also,
oh no! Camera down. Camera down.
There's the wind.
There she blows.
Again, we'll give you an idea of visibility. You know, our snowcat that takes employees back to Game Creek only about 75 yards away, and the visibility is pretty limited. Yeah. So just be aware, this is what you're going to contend with if you do come up onto the mountain this morning. Let's see if I can put that down one more time and see if it'll stay this time. Very, very snowy day. Great news. All the resorts picking up some snow and more in the forecast. This makes our job easy, Tricia.
I know. We love it.
Talk about snow.
I know.
Yeah, look at this.
Snow.
Before you wrap it up, I'm going to warm up. I just want to show you. We'll do the quick walk so you can see the depth here. And it is like...
And kind of looks really light and fluffy. We love that.
Very, very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
It's
consistency.
It's not snowman making snow. It's light and powdery.
No. It's a very, very powdery consistency. I would recommend, maybe stopping by one of the shops, Vail Sports, Double Diamond, another great one.
Christie Sports. It's not Double Diamond anymore.
Yeah.
They changed.
Oh, yeah, Christie Sports. It's so funny. I see Matt Carroll, and they are Christie Sports. They have that location. And then the one that is I always stop by in Avon. Try some powder skis today.
Yeah.
That might be the call. And
that would be good.
The other thing, get your stuff tuned up because the conditions are definitely different over the past 2 days.
Okay, and lifts open at 8:30. I think there's going to be a line over there at Gandhi 1. Okay, perfect.
There might be.
Okay, well, thank you, Ken. We're going to take it to a break. When we come back, we've got a lot more coming up on the show. We'll check with Cameron over at Beaver Creek, let you know about some activities at Beaver Creek, and much more.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up. Hours of operation. Whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code. You got this. No rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squad jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes. Come on. 20. 30. And if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
Subaru and our retailers believe in giving back. That's why, in difficult times, we provided 150 million meals to Feeding America. And now, through the Subaru Share the Love event, we're helping even more. By the end of this year, Subaru will have donated over $225 million to charity. This is what it means to be more than a car company. This is what it means to be Subaru.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Get more information at ValeYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube.
On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
That's right. Contact them to help you live the life you love. And if you love this weather, hey, you're going to like today's forecast because we are still in a winter storm warning till about midday today. And we're going to see snow, blowing snow, mainly before noon, and then kind of some patchy blowing snow. And then the winds are still going to be picking up today. They'll be gusting to about 30 miles per hour. We saw that with Ken Hovey standing up at the top of Eagle's Nest, the Eagle Bond Gondola, lift number 19. Chair 15, Little Eagle is up there as well. Visibility, a little poor today. Make sure you're wearing the goggles with the low light lens. And goggles are a must today. Sunglasses are not going to do you any good, so make sure you have a good pair of goggles. Now, we could see a little bit of accumulation. Not much. Most of that came overnight. We got 8 inches new at Vail and 3 over at Beaver Creek. Even though we're up to 27 over at Vail, it feels like 16. So that wind chill factor comes into play. The humidity level comes into play as well. Today's high is only going to be in the mid 40s. Overnight lows back down to 25. And then for tomorrow, we're going to see mostly sunny conditions. And then, but a storm could be moving in again for Saturday. Friday night into Saturday is our next chance of some snow showers. So let's look at the weather. Let's give you a look at what's going on terrain-wise. Over at Beaver Creek, we do have Arrowhead, Bachelor Gulch, and Main Beaver Creek Mountain. We've got lower portions of Larkspur open for you. We have Strawberry Park open for you as well. So more lifts are open. And we have 108 trails out of 169, which brings us to 63% open. And we're seeing grooming, but not the grooming that you're used to. And that is mostly due, we're told, to the staffing shortages that we have. So, for example, over in Bachelor Gulch, we do have Cabin Fever groomed for you. We also have Sawbuck, Maverick, and Roughlock groomed for you as well. And then if you're looking at maybe something to do over at Rose Bowl, well, we do have Rose Bowl open for you. C Prime, Stone Creek Meadows for you. Ripperoo's Retreat. So head on out. Stone Creek Chute's not open quite yet. That's on the eastern part of Beaver Creek, kind of a cool, almost like an out of bounds experience. Not open. So don't be cutting the ropes. It could be very dangerous for you out there. Over at Vail, we're seeing 69% of our terrain open with the opening of of China Bowl and Teacup. Blue Sky Basin not open yet, and you can see a article from John LeConte on Vail Daily website right now, one asking, when is it going to open? So he explains a few things in that. But 219 trails are open out of 317, and 22 lifts are open for you as well. Keep in mind, it might be warm at the base, but it's going to be colder when you calculate your elevation game and the wind chill. So make sure you bring the neck gaiter up there. And like we said, we mentioned that we already want you to wear the goggles with the low light lens. 8 inches new at Vail once again, and 3 over at Beaver Creek. But let's take it over to Beaver Creek because Cameron is standing by. And Cam, hey, we've got a lot of things going on entertainment-wise, and you were right over by the ice rink a few minutes ago. And what many people don't realize is when you're standing in the plaza or maybe skating on the ice rink, you are directly above the 2-story, 530-seat Villar Performing Arts Center.
That's right. That's right. It's a strange experience when you're in the theater. If you think, oh, there are people ice skating above me while I'm enjoying this concert or show or performance. But yeah, you're exactly right. The Villar Performing Arts Center, right there in the village where I just was, underneath the ice rink. And they've got some shows coming up. But tomorrow night, they've got, if you're a fan of a cappella, barbershop quartet style music, they've got a show for you, the Whiffenpoofs of Yale. It's a glee club, a cappella group. They've been performing for over 100 years. And I think they do about 200 shows a year, and they've got a show tomorrow night at the VPAC at 7:30.
You know what, Cameron? I was reading up on this group, and yeah, that's amazing that they've been around for over 100 years, 1909. So there's a couple of members of the Glee Club. They were hanging out at what was it called? They had a certain bar. I think it was Maury's Temple Bar. Yeah, Maury's Temple Bar. So can you imagine? And they were singing some popular tunes of the day, back in 1909. And that's how it all got started. And then they travel, like you said. They do shows every year. You have to be a senior. It's 14 members of the senior kind of Glee Club there that becomes part of the Whiffenpoofs. And they named themselves after a mythical fish, dragonfish.
Dragonfish, yeah.
Yeah, and then they became the Whiffenpoofs, but and just the Whiffs, if you want to call them for short. But that's going to be a super awesome show. They've played here before. You may have seen them on Saturday Night Live. They've been on the Sing Off, so they are pretty famous in their own right. But Cameron, I wanted to mention a couple things about some of the other shows. January is packed with all sorts, whether it's classical or we've got Grand Funk Railroad coming. But the Dance Theater of Harlem is coming, as well as Body Traffic. And it's really cool that we have the Dance Festival in the summer, but then have these groups that come to the Villar throughout the winter. What do you know about those groups?
So the Villar has 2 dance performances coming up this next couple of weeks. I've got Dance Theater of Harlem, tremendous troupe out of New York. And actually, I'm really hoping when they come here, they'll be here. Their show is the 18th, so the day after MLK Day. My mentee from college just joined the company. So I danced at the University of Oklahoma, and my mentee, his name is Micah. He just joined the company back in the fall, and he's on tour with them, his first season. So I hope we'll get a chance to chat with him on the show.
Oh, yeah, get him on the show.
Dance Theater of Harlem, tremendous. They've come to the Dance Festival before. They're a really fun, amazing, high-energy show, and the dancers are tremendous. It's a must-see show if you're a dance fan, or even if you're just curious. They're really, really good.
And then what about Body Traffic? So this is more kind of contemporary dance.
Exactly.
What did you explain there?
Yes. So if Dance Theater of Harlem is more contemporary ballet, Body Traffic is more of the contemporary modern stuff. So you probably won't see any point shoes, for example, in the Body Traffic show. A bit more contemporary, abstract, experimental choreography. They're a really fun group, really talented. They do a lot of partnering work, so it's really cool to see just the physicality of that company. But they'll come, I think it's the 29th of January, so towards the end of the month here at the Villar.
Okay, yeah, that is going to be on the 29th. And you mentioned the physicality, and I think that's one thing that even if you don't know much about dance or classical or contemporary, the number of people that are active and athletic up here, you can respect the athleticism that goes into this, and they make it look so easy. They're leaping across the stage, they're doing the lifts, and the thing is, we know because we've been backstage that they're probably going to the oxygen tank during the breaks, but they just make it look so easy. So it really is something that is a sight to behold. So it's kind of cool to think you could ski and snowboard all day and then go see a world-class performance at night. Where else can you do that? It's pretty cool.
And you think about it, these companies are coming from sea level. So you and I and everybody else that gets on the mountain, most of us are probably coming from, well, you and I are coming from elevation. We're here. But people that are traveling up to the mountain, maybe coming from sea level, they get on the hill, climb a flight of stairs, what have you. It's a bit puffy. Although I saw the show yesterday, you did not get puffy on your hike to Golden Peak.
Well,
but these dancers are coming up and doing all of this, 8,000 feet up.
8,000 feet up. I
It's
know, it's
tremendous.
crazy. Well, that's why we're so glad we've got escalators at Beaver Creek. When they put in the Villar Performing Arts Center, it was being built in 97, and then it debuted in 98. That's when all the escalators went in, when one Beaver Creek building went in. So I used to, when I was a ski instructor, my locker was way down below, and I think it was 111 steps that we would do every day to get to our morning meeting. And you were warmed up. It was your warm up. All right. Okay,
That's
Cameron.
right.
Hey, we're gonna actually take it to a break right now, and then when we come back, we've got more. In fact, we've got an interview with Wolfgang Puck. Speaking of world class, we got him on a chairlift. We'll tell you more. Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Maui Jim sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Do an amazing job with those heirlooms. Dan Talene, they've got the Carolyn Tyler jewelry collection there, maybe a few pearls from Koji Kawamoto. So stop by. They're located just across from Solaris in Vail Village. But we want to give you some ideas on what's happening with the weather right now. We did get 8 inches of new snow at Vail, 3 over at Beaver Creek. And Ken, I'm going to bring you in to do the weather with me right now. The wind speeds, we could see them gust, according to the National Weather Service, up to about 30 miles per hour today. But this storm weather should be wrapping up, as the winter storm warning will be wrapping up by about the midday today.
That's accurate, Tricia. Thanks so much. Yeah, as you can see from around me, just continues to come down. It is supposed to break up. I can see a few water droplets on my lens right there. I'll try to get those with my mitten real quick. Mountain is about to open right now. I would suggest, maybe letting some folks break trail out in front of you. That would be advantageous. It just keeps stacking up. I would say since I've been up here that we've seen about another inch. The official report, however, from Vail, according to the snow cam, was 8 inches, and a couple more probably on top of that, and then even a few more throughout the morning. But Tricia, as you and I have been speaking about today, take your time getting here. There's going to be plenty of snow. It is a weekday. It's after the holiday. And I also wanted to pay you a compliment, Tricia, as well as Cameron, in that I saw one of the on-mountain employees that's driving people back to get to their job. He said, "Oh, my wife was watching you this morning. She loves it. She called to check in on me to make sure that I was warm enough because she saw how snowy it was
Good.
here."
Yes, I know. That is, yes. Well, thank you. Thanks for watching. And let's check in with our chat right now and see. Hey, Ken, you need a warming hut. That's from Todd DeGraff and Reed. All right. Yeah. You know what? You popped inside for a little bit, right? Did you go in?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, snuck inside. But once, bit of final advice before we take off for the day from up here on the mountain. Space, not speed. Let's be safe up here on the mountain. Look after each other. There's plenty of POW to go around. I know a lot of people are going to be taking photos today. I like to call that the paparazzi.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you know, they're like those, getting the banger shots and, you know, celebrate being out here. I love this time of year when we've got past the holidays. Everyone works so hard locally to do it, and now we kind of get to have the place a little bit to ourselves, and then to have this blessing of snow is so good. But Down Valley residents, Western Eagle County, you're going to wake up and see nothing and go, man, what is going on?
Yeah, 8
It is
inches.
up here.
8 inches once again at Vail, 3 over at Beaver Creek. Always interesting how the two different resorts will receive different snowfall amounts. Sometimes it's similar, but a lot of times it is a little different. And now, Ken, I would recommend skiing, you know, not really in the trees right now, but by the trees. I think Northwoods would be a place to go because of visibility. When you're in the big open bowls, I don't think the back bowls are the best idea today, unless you're really comfortable on your skis, because just the visibility. You know, you're going down China Bulge, wide open. Those trees help you see some definition. So I would maybe stay on the front side just due to the wind.
Yeah, just be careful. Have your helmet on. You know, if you're not comfortable in the trees, stay away from them. Always remember, the trees here are real. They don't move. They're not padded. Yeah. Be careful out there. And also, Tricia, the danger of tree wells.
Oh,
as you know, you can fall. There's very soft snow in those tree wells, and people historically have fallen face first and been met with some pretty damaging side effects of that. So please be aware. If you're back there, be with a friend, and you know, make sure that you're with someone comfortable skiing with. But Tricia, I'm going to wrap it up here.
Okay, you gotta go.
To do some things. Yep. Thanks to our viewers this morning for VDL. Send it over to Cameron as well. Snow day returns here to Vail.
I know, it definitely does. Okay, thanks, Ken. Thanks for all your reporting today. Hey, we want to let you know that there is a planned closure on I-70. So Vail Pass to close Thursday at 1 p.m. That this is planned maintenance, and it's typical. It's scheduled, it's regular. When this happened last time, the other week, this was for a couple hours. So you want to make sure that you're aware of this in case you are trying to get to Denver today. The closure point for eastbound traffic will be at exit 176 in Main Vail. And with commercial motor vehicles, that will start at exit 180, which is the Eastville exit. So you can go to CDOT's website, cotrip.org, for more details on this. But just want to keep you aware of this. But let's take it over to Cameron and see what he's got going on. He is standing by at Beaver Creek, and this once again we have the 3 inches new at the Beeve and 8 over at Beaver Creek. Hey, are you over at Strawberry Park?
I am. So I'm right on the skier crossing between Strawberry Park Express. A little turn here of the camera. There you are. And then looking back behind me now towards Centennial, the Centennial lift. It's still coming down. We've got the Vail Resorts folks hard at work within the mazes, clearing out some of that powder, so it's a bit easier to traverse for you than if you're getting on the lift this morning. And like Ken said, you know, take it slow, play it safe today. The visibility is not great. You can see, you know, there's quite a bit of snow coming down. You don't want to go too fast because the uphill skier is responsible for avoiding the downhill skiers. You got to stay safe, stay in control.
Yeah.
I saw Willie the mountain dog earlier walking out and about. So you'll see those signs posted on the mountain here in Beaver Creek, just advising you of what the rules are and how to, you know, get the most out of your day by making it through the day.
All right, perfect. Yeah, stay safe all season. Okay, Cameron, we're going to take it to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll give you one more look at the weather and a few ideas on how to plan your Thursday.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info. Food and fun.
We are VDL.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897. located in Solaris.
Hey, if you're just getting up, we're about to wrap up the show, but before we do, we'll give you one more look at the weather. And we did receive 8 inches of new snow at Vail, 3 over at Beaver Creek. So that's in the last 24 hours, and it's been snowing all morning. These reports are taken early in the morning, 5:30. So we'll see some accumulation in tomorrow's report as well. It's quite a bit warmer than what we saw earlier this week, but it does feel a bit chilly, especially up on the mountain. We've seen that with Kenahovie all day today, where the wind is kind of whipping through. Wind gusts could gust up to about 30 miles per hour. The real feel, 16 degrees. But today we'll see temperatures reach into the 30s, overnight lows in the 20s. And then for tomorrow, we're going to see the sunshine return for your Friday. So if you're kind of a blue skies, blue run kind of person, tomorrow is your day. And then by Friday night, we could see the clouds increasing, a chance of snow showers, about a 30%. And then as we go into Saturday, snow showers likely, about a 80% chance, and winds about 10 to 15 miles per hour, so it won't be as windy with this next storm. We do have a planned closure on I-70 for roads, so they're going to be doing some snow removal mitigation and that sort of thing, so they'll be having it at 1 p.m. today. Now, terrain-wise, we are open in the back bowls, not all of them, but we do have Sun Up and Sun Down. We have Teacup and we have China Bowl, as well as the China Bowl Express Chair 21 just opened for you. 69% of that terrain is open. 219 trails out of 317 and 18 lifts open for you as well. Over at Beaver Creek, we do have the 3 portals, actually the 4 portals, because we have the Weston Gondola at lift number 7 that'll take you from Avon to the Beaver Creek Landing. Then the Beaver Creek Upper and Lower Express lifts are open for you. You can access Bachelor Gulch from there. You can go over to Arrowhead. They don't have a lot groomed over in Arrowhead, so if you're expecting to have everything all corduroy, not today, and really not any day of the week right now, just because of the staffing shortages. So just want to give you an idea of what you're in for out there. And so that's a look at the weather, the terrain report. What else do we have to do? Okay, let's check in with Cameron, because it's Thursday, and that means Thursday Night Lights. Now, Cameron, have you ever heard of the Thursday Night Lights?
I have seen the ads and the posters, but I don't really know what to expect.
Yeah. So this is pretty cool. So when you started over at the Buckaroo Gondola, they have that for you at night. And what's cool is that it's free. You need to be a level 5 or 4 skier or above, meaning you got to be comfortable on your skis because you are skiing in the dark. You get handed these glow sticks. And then you go up the Haymeadow Express, and you're with instructors and other ski school personnel. And then you go down in a serpentine motion, and it's super fun. They got music playing, and then they light fireworks off. So this is something that the kids love. It's great to stick around, maybe end your day, get a cookie, do a little ice skating, and then come back up and you'll put your gear back on and you'll come down, and then it ends kind of right by Centennial, kind of between Centennial and Haymeadow. So you got to check it out sometimes, even if it's just for the fireworks. I love fireworks. You don't have to wait for the 4th of July or New Year's Eve here. We do them every week at Beaver Creek.
Oh, I love that. Sounds like a lot of fun, and even if you're not skiing, sounds like a really beautiful sight to just stand here. All the fire pits and chairs and benches, get a really good view of that. Sounds like a blast.
Yep. All right. What's the line look like behind you?
We're about half an hour till this lift opens. Probably about 20, 30 people in line. We've got a couple lift operators and mountain ops folks still in line as well, but folks are coming out. It's a great time to be out on the mountain. Beautiful. 3 inches of fresh snow and more coming down here in Beaver Creek. Over in Vail, 8 inches. The lift's just opened over there, so it's happening. It is a wintry morning, a beautiful day on the mountain, and we're so fortunate to be able to enjoy it.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, thank you for your reporting from Beaver Creek, the tour of the village, the plaza, the ice rink, and then bringing us over to Strawberry Park and back to lift number 6. All right, thanks so much for joining us, our viewers today. Any more chat, Emma, that we need to address? Let's quickly look. I'm going to see if we got anything. Wait.
I'm gonna see if we've got Willie.
Oh, Willie. Oh, man. Wait, where's Willie?
There he is.
You know what?
He saw a bird.
That Wascally Willie, like you can't barely get a picture with that dog because he is always on the move. Okay. All right. We got Rachel saying good to know about that I-70 closure that starts at 1. Love your shoe. I don't know where the shoe is. I haven't seen anyone's shoes. Okay. Oh, love your show. Okay. No, wait. Love your show, Tara. We used to live in Edwards. I watched from Puerto Rico. Oh, okay,
Wow.
okay. Oh, that is so cute. All right. Well, hey, Tara, we're glad that I like your life is good. She's got her flip-flops as her little profile there. We love to find out where you're watching. So chat with us today. If you didn't get to see the whole show, Cameron, they can watch us on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon. So we're all over the place. We're even a podcast on
That's
Spotify.
right. And you can always catch the replay if you miss it.
Yeah.
Miss it live. Catch the replay.
Yeah.
Lots of good information from the show today and every day.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun.
Okay. All right. Thanks for chiming in on the chat today. We will see you bright and early tomorrow.